heading back home. I am super tired. It is 8 in the morning on a Sunday. It had rained but cleared up, so I'm hoping for clear skies all the way home. And I can't wait to just sit down and kind of process everything from the weekend. It was so fast. I didn't even take hardly any footage, but I do want to talk about the takeaways. So let's just see what happens on the rest of the trip. I do plan to stop and Terre Haute and see a vendor mall if they're open. So we'll see what happens. Join me for the rest of the ride.
Okay, before we get started, let's talk about Big B Coffee. Are you familiar? Let me know because it was pretty good. I crack up every time I go through toll booths. I ended up going home a different route, and so I ended up not going through Terre Haute, but this guy went through and didn't have any cash, and it cracks me up. Y'all, read the signs. Go to the right toll booth. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started on the way home. If you follow me, you know that whenever I have a road trip, my main thing to do is to stop often and thrift and go to different stores, antique stores, thrift stores, all the things, and see what I can find. Because I have found that in every location, there are different things, and it's really exciting to find new towns, new stores. Let me tell you, Bloomington did not disappoint. This antique mall was really huge. And I was specifically looking for some things that I could get for my ATC subscription group. I wanted some just cool things. I ended up getting some fabrics and laces here, and that was really fun. They had such a wide variety, multiple stories, lots of different vendors, and it was super cool. If you see something that you like, let me know in the comments what you would have purchased or things that you like to collect. And leave it to me, somehow, some way, I'm gonna spot the crafting supplies, even if it's in a little area. It just never fails. I crack myself up. This particular store had a lot of vinyl too, a lot of vintage things that I grew up with, and it was really cool to reminisce and see what I found. I love old cameras. I have one that's a film camera. I just keep it stored. I don't use it. Look at these brownie and Girl Scouts outfits. I love typewriters too. I have an old typewriter. Let me know if you love the typewriters. I love these too for crafting and using them in junk journals. Marbles are a huge collectible. Game pieces, board games. They were a little bit too high, so I didn't buy any, but that is something that I usually look for. And then Scrabble tiles, I have bags of them. I ended up buying this. I absolutely love this. I ended up not using it from ATC because I wanted to use it for some junk journals. That little pom-pom, I did use in my ATC mystery box for the May box, so that was fun. The other thing that I really love to do when I'm out going about to different stores, and I like looking at the staging. I like looking at the different techniques and the different ways that people display things, what they use to display. Are you one of those also? I just get ideas and see how I can change things up in my booth or at the store. And I just love presentation. So I just think it's really cool to be inspired as you're walking through. The other thing that I picked up are napkins. I absolutely love napkins for decoupaging. I have random bundles on my website on lisaboondesigns.com, and I did pick up 2 different napkins. One of them I did use in my May ATC subscription box that I really liked it because it's really neutral and it was a really cool napkin. I also look for repurposed, upcycled items. I like to see what people do with them and how they do it. I think it is so amazing, some of the things that people have come up with, and it is truly another great inspiration source. There were a couple of different places that I wanted to stop at this location, and I was completely disappointed with this establishment. Nobody greeted me. There was a group of people sitting in the middle of the store talking, like obviously they knew each other, they hung out, maybe some of them were owners, I'm not sure. But I was impressed by the outside, and I couldn't wait to get inside, and I'm serious, not one person greeted me. They didn't say hello, how are you doing, how can we help you? They didn't even say goodbye to me. And those are the kind of places that I will not shop in. But I wanted to look, they had a lot of mid-century modern, so I just wanted to see the type of pieces that they had. And I mean, they had some great items, but I would never ever shop there just because of that. Do you feel the same way? Let me know. So because I took a different route, I didn't stop as many places because it's a very rural area. And then all of a sudden, I'm very close to home. This is Evansville, Indiana. It's 45 minutes from my house. I've always wanted to go to this place, but it's always closed when I'm in the area. So I jumped out of the car and I ran over there, and they had interesting things. There's a standalone store, which is what I'm in now. Ended up talking to the owner, and he was really awesome. At first, I thought he was going to be one of those that he wasn't really talking to me, but then we were able to strike up a conversation, and I had a really nice time in his store. I'm definitely going to go back. Then the other store is more like a vendor mall. So here I picked up some late 1800 books, similar to a National Geographic. So this was before the National Geographic era, and I use those pages in my May ATC mystery box. So that was super cool. He also had a ton of mid-century modern furniture and some really, really nice pieces in really great condition. Look at that TV. Oh my gosh. Isn't that, it reminds me of I Dream of Jeannie. If you know, you know. And those lamps, I love them. They remind me of some of my family that had those when I was a kid in the 70s. I mean, some of these pieces were beautiful. Really, really nice collections. It was jam-packed. It was a very large store. Look at this TV. I have never seen a clear TV before. I looked at that thing every which way. It was pretty cool. So here we are in the adjoining store. It's a vendor mall. This is exactly what I saw when I first walked in, and I was like, ooh, this is a good one. So I had a lot of fun there as well, and I picked up a few things for my ATC and also for my junk journals. This one was also really, really jam-packed, as you can see. Some of the booths I couldn't even go inside. If it is too messy and there's too much on the floor, I usually won't go in. I love Pyrex dishes. They had a good collection there. I love these antique trail brochures. It gives you some really great ideas for future trips. I did pick up 2 of these stamps. I had intended to use them for my mystery box, but I didn't. And then these sewing machines were so cute. They were mini. They were so little. And I did pick up a blue ball jar of buttons from this area, and I used that for my ATC box as well. So definitely a great trip. So those are those two stamps that I got from there. I picked up one of those jars of buttons. I love the glass bottles too. And I usually pick these up, but that was a little bit high. And this was really cool, like a cobbler's little wall plaque. They had a lot of really cool tools in this particular booth as well. So tell me in the comments, what do you like to thrift? What do you like to go looking for? What do you collect? What's your favorite kind of stores to go to find those unique treasures? This was super, super cool. So anyway, I want to thank you for watching this video. I want to thank you for your support. Thank you for your feedback and your comments. I so appreciate them. I look forward to seeing your comments, and I want to thank you so much again for your support. I will be creating future videos on some mixed media, some more furniture. We're going to be going into some more journals. So if you like that kind of stuff, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And if there's a content or a piece of a theme that you want some more information on, a technique, let me know also, because I would love to create some videos of things that you are specifically wanting to know more about. This is the bridge home, and I was excited to get home. Let me tell you, it took me a long time to get home. I was exhausted from the trip, and I had to pull over and stop often because I was so tired. It was all I could do to stay awake and get home. It definitely took me a lot longer to get home than it did to get to her house. So anyway, I hope that you have an incredibly blessed day, and I can't wait to hear from you. Ciao.